Hi everyone, today I'm going to show you how to make a few different versions of headbands interchangeable, and also show you how to attach bows onto FOE elastics and onto nylon headbands, so you can see the difference and see the different ways to do them. So this is just a really basic interchangeable one. You have to excuse me because I haven't done a very good job of actually attaching the ribbon to the bow, but it's just so I could show you. So like I said, that's a very simple one where I've just put a tiny bit of elastic and then any clippable bow you can slip on like that, and like I said, you can swap your bows out, any numbers of varieties. Like I said, I normally tend to colour coordinate personally, but you can mix and match like so. So that's just a really basic one. I've also done a satin version with a slightly skinnier bit of elastic, and again it's just a matter of working out where you want your bow on your headband on the child and gluing the elastic round, and like I said, I'll show you that. And also we've got some interchangeable FOE bands. And like I said, I do these standard sizes. I do 14 inches, which is about right for children, well, sort of 6 months to teenagers sort of thing. So like I said, they tend to be a similar size, like I said, unless you've got an extremely small, like a premature baby or someone who has a slightly larger than average head size, they tend to be about right. But like I said, I can put the sizing chart down for you as well. So let's just move these out of the way. And I've also got two versions of the nylon headbands. Now, these are the stronger ones. Like I said, they're still good quality, but these thicker versions are slightly more likely to mark a child's head than these super soft, thinner versions, and you'll be able to tell the difference because, like I said, just the thickness alone, that is almost double, almost triple the consistency of this one. Okay, so the first thing I will do is I'll show you my super simple method of attaching a bow directly onto a nylon headband. And I did have, yes, I have everything ready to the side, out of the way. So you need a tiny little bit of a white felt or any felt that matches your headband, your bow, your centre and your glue gun. Let's move these to one side. And what I do is I open it up a little bit so it unravels like this, and put a dot of glue just there. You don't want too much though. You have to excuse me because I've got to heat seal that. And then glue that inside like that. And then the other side, you put a dot of glue there, like this. Put your bow the way that you want it, and then you wrap your centre round as you would on any other standard bow, at least twice. Cut off any excess. Heat seal as normal and glue that as you normally would. There we go. And then what I do is, just to make sure it's extra comfortable for a baby, like I said, I've got a tiny little bit of felt that will just fit inside that little strip there. So I'll roll it out just a little bit, like this, both sides, and you just put a tiny bit of glue across there. Not too much because you don't want the felt to toughen up and actually be harder on the head than without. And lay that within that roll, and then you can sort of recurl that back up like that, and obviously that's nice and soft where it sits on the baby's head. There we go. And that's a bow attached to a nylon. And I will show you how to attach a bow onto a FOE, and then how to actually make the little interchangeable baby headbands. So this is just a standard tux bow and a standard piece of FOE, which is your fold over elastic. You can get this really cheap most places. It's normally about 18p for a metre. Please excuse me, I've got a little bit of a cough. So I want 14 centimetres, or 14 inches is normal. Still recovering from a cold, so yep. Okay, 14 inches. And I always tend to heat seal FOE as well, just because, just a little like that. And then all you do is you want the thinnest little bit of glue just at the end. And you want to do a circle. Let's get that lined up properly. There we go, get that lined up properly like that. Get rid of those little bits of excess. So you've got that. You've got a tiny little bit here. And what we're going to do is we want to do a drop of glue straight over where the join is. So here, if you hold it like that, you'll be able to see it. That there. And then you can put your tux bow on it like that. And I did. Where on earth did I put that? Some red 9mm. And heat seal the end. Try not to set it on fire. And again, right over that join, like so, and round once, at least twice. Make sure you're going completely round the loop, not threading it through or anything like that, so it's like this. Okay, cut off the excess. Just going to move that out of the way so I don't. And glue as normal. There you go. So we'll just readjust that like that. And again, if you're worried about that being against a child's head, tiny bit of felt, and you can either do a longer strip or you can just do enough to cover either side. So I'm going to do just enough to cover either side. There you go. And that's a bow attached to an FOE headband and a bow attached to a nylon. And for your little satin headbands, all you need is a tiny bit of FOE. I'll just measure that for you, which is about an inch and a little bit, an inch and a quarter. And again, heat seal both sides of your FOE so you don't get that little bit of fray. Work out where your bow's placement's going to be. So if you want it about here, which would roughly be about there, or whether or not you want it centered, etc. Work out which is the best one for you. And then all you want to do is hold that in place. Teeny touch of glue where you want it. Round, like so. Glue on the other side. Like so. And hold. And there you go. You've got one where you can now attach your interchangeable headband. Okay, so let's put these out of the way. And the last one to show you is how to make these, and the super skinny version, which is your fold over elastic headband. Like I said, please excuse my little cough. I can't help it today. Did have we'll start with the skinny. There we go. Right, so we'll start with the skinny, and again I typically do 14 inches on these as well, which it's already measured up, and the same on the blue, 14. Oh, I've done 15 on that one. And we want on the thick one 1.5 inches for your wraparound, and on the skinny I tend to just use a little bit so that I've got the correct amount to wrap around. So as I said, heat seal your end, heat seal your end, and you want the tiniest little bit of glue. I wouldn't even press your trigger, just use a little. You want to make sure it's circular, like so. Pinch, take care of any excess glue that you're going to see at the front. So you've got this, and that's the back. Now what you have to do when you're doing these especially small ones is this join here, and the same on the other side. They're in slightly different places, so you need to make sure when you're covering them you're not going to see that join on either side, so always make sure of that when you're sticking. You need to make sure it covers both bits, and again you only want the teeniest tiny bit of glue, and like I said, make sure it's central. So you covered the join that side, and when we're wrapping round, can you see where the join is there? We've hidden the join that side as well. Wrap round. Cut off your excess. Heat seal that. Like I said, tiniest bit of glue and stick down. And again, on these ones, if you do think it's going to be against a baby's head for an extended period of time, put your tiniest little bit of felt. Like I said, I've got a little bit of pink here. And like I said, you literally just need a square, tiny square there. Like so. Probably did a bit too much glue there. There you go. You can see any excess. You can give it a trim. There you go. So that's covered on the back, so that's the bit that's against the child's head. It's not going to do any damage or any marking, or as minimal as possible depending on how long they're actually wearing the headband. And again, this is the slightly thicker version, this is a ruffle version. You don't have to stay basic with your options on the FOE. You've got patterns, you've got ruffle, you've got lace, you've got every version. Got glitter here, there's shimmery, there's all sorts of different effects. So you can literally play around until you find the one that matches your bow perfectly. So there you go. Circular join as before. Like I said, that join line there and the join line there are different on both sides. So when we take this, make sure it covers both sides. Like I said, please excuse the coughing. I'm still recovering from joint tonsillitis and a chest infection, which is always fun for me. Right round, and we want to glue this side. There we go. Put that in place, and as you can see, you can't see the join on either side. And like I said, this is another one where you can take any of your bows you've got, like so, and attach them. And it's quite common, like I said, if you were to do a set, you could do a blue lacy version like this, you could do a blue glitter version like this, and a blue shimmery version and a blue glitter version and a blue lace version and a blue skinny version, etc., and have them as an interchangeable set. Okay, so thanks for watching. Bye.